Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for attending.
Marami na.
Good day, everyone. Our webinar will start exactly 2:05 in the afternoon. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for attending Sketchup 2021, Building a Foundation for Success. Before we begin in today's session, I'd like to introduce first myself. I'm Ryan Pinto, Product Marketing Assistant, and I will be your host for today's event. Our company, Wordtext Systems Inc., or WSI, has been in the business for 38 years as a pioneer and one of the leading IT distributors in the Philippines. We offer complete IT solutions for your business across industries. We have solutions for infrastructure, design, printing and imaging, security and backup, and communication, carrying more than 49 brands including Sketchup. If you have any requirements in the future, our main office is in Manila and we have branches in Cebu and Davao that you can contact from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday to Friday. Or you may send us an email at sales@wsipil.com.ph. For more information about WSI and the solution we offer, you may also visit our official website www.wordtext.com.ph. Lastly, you can also go to our official social media accounts. We encourage everyone to feel free to like, share, and follow our social media pages and be updated on the latest IT products and information. Before we dive into this session, here are some important things to know. This webinar or event is being recorded. If you have questions, you may send it on the chat panel on your screen, and we will get back to you during our question and answer, question and answer portion. So without further ado, let me call on Sir Oliver Ko, WSI Group Head of Solutions Group 5, to introduce and give about SketchUp. Sir Oliver.
Um, that everyone has decided to join in and learn about SketchUp in 2021. There has a bit, there has a lot of changes in the webinar. So some of you are very familiar with this logo, the red logo of SketchUp. One of the big changes of SketchUp is actually rebranding its image and changing the logo. Now, some of you might consider it to be a very risky move. Why would you want to change something familiar that we've grown to know for the last 8 years? I don't know if everyone's familiar, but SketchUp is actually part of a bigger company called Trimble, very known for like its constructible and building products. And the blue is actually from Trimble, and that's why the new logo of SketchUp is blue to relate to the total bigger company of Trimble. So as you can see, it's still very simple, but it's more edgy and forward looking, just like how SketchUp wants to be. And that logo previously there has been a big comment from people that the logo inside the axis, what you can see on the screen when you start modeling in SketchUp, is actually 2D. So it's funny that the logo of the 3D modeler is 2D. So the logo a while ago that we showed can actually be already edited in the axis in 3D. But as you know, when you start in the axis, there was a guy there previously when you start your model. It has now been replaced by Sumele Arafo. Um, she is actually the enterprise marketing manager of Trimble, specifically SketchUp. So now Sumule will be greeting you every time you open the software and start modeling in the axis. So, one of the things that SketchUp has really tried over the past few years was really to build more value for you, for its clients. So before, we're just focused on using the 3D modeler. But did you know, and I hope you know, or if not, you'll know after this webinar, that it's not just the 3D modeler anymore. There's an entire ecosystem that Trimble SketchUp is really building for you. So aside from the Pro, there's the Style Builder, there's the SketchUp Viewer. You can also do 2D drawings and layout, and you can use the support of 3D Warehouse, an extension warehouse to improve your designs. And for collaboration, we have Trimble Connect. And this year, the new feature is really Predesign that will really help you prepare for your models to lay the foundations before you build your models. And again, I mentioned this, although SketchUp has been existing in 1999, it was actually founded by Atlas, and then it was acquired by Google. A lot of you still think Google SketchUp is Google SketchUp, but in 2012, actually the big company Trimble acquired it, and that's where it rebrands now, and that's why we're aligning to the blue logo. And with that, it's year 2000. Actually, last year was the 20th anniversary of SketchUp, and so we just with the big milestones like this, we tend to celebrate it not just by having a party, just what's shown on the screen, but also thanking all the patronizers, our clients like you, with more features. And as I mentioned, the entire ecosystem. Um, it's no secret that SketchUp is used by everyone, but just to share with you, in the Philippines, these are some of the big companies that you're probably very familiar with that use the SketchUp. So, without staying too long, I just wanna welcome you again to a new SketchUp, a better SketchUp, a bluer SketchUp, you might say. And we hope that you stay and be attentive to what's gonna come next, because we're gonna explain to you all the new features, the new licensing policies, and we hope that you learn something from this. All right. Once again, I'm Oliver Ko. So thank you for joining the webinar. Please stay tuned.
Thank you, Sir Oliver. If you have any question for Sir Oliver, send it to our chat panel and we will get back during our Q&A portion. To start the main discussion about SketchUp 2021, may I call on Mr. Clarence Giantolo, Application Engineer of WSI SketchUp Philippines. Mr. Clarence?
Wow, awesome introduction there, Brian. So, hi guys, I'm excited to be here and I'm excited to give you the new updates of this SketchUp in 2021. So, before that, kamusta muna kayo? And I know that we've been through a lot during this pandemic, and I hope that you are safe and well while listening or while attending this webinar. So what are our agenda for today? So SketchUp 2021 will give you the three major updates, which is the tags management or improved tags management rather, the live components as well as the pre-design. So I'm very excited to share it to you guys kasi mapapabilis na yung pag-create nyo ng models because of the new major updates of the SketchUp. It will save more of your time and it will now manage large complex models. You will explore designs faster as well and identify what design that you can use or strategies that you can use when you're creating your projects. So I'm excited to share to you guys the improved tags management. So how does it work? Let me show you my screen into the SketchUp. So this one. Let me work on that. Let me hide that. And Okay, so as you can see at my tags panel, if you are a SketchUp user or SketchUp 2020 user, you will notice first is there's no longer the delete tags button here. So when you want to delete something or you want to delete tags, you just click on it, right click, and then delete tag manually. So first thing first is the add tag folder. So when you notice there's a new icon, which is the add tag folder, that will create the folders inside your tags panel. So when you click that and type your uh, name of your folders, it will go like this, and you can actually hide all the tags inside of the folders. So it will look more organized than before. And one thing that you can use inside the tags folders and is when you click all of the tags available, let's click roof and shift up to the last one of roof and the add tag folder, it will go directly inside the tag automatically. And one thing for sure na maganda dito is when you turn off all the tags or tags one by one, by pressing the I right beside to it, it will goes like this. But when you press the I button right inside or beside the tag folders, it will turn off all the tags automatically. So it will more save and organize all your workflow, especially when you are creating large complex or models and hindi na masyado magulo yung sa tag panels niyo. And the first thing na mas maganda dito is the capability to tag filters when you type your desired tags inside the search bar. So when you type roof or let's type wall, it will show all the wall tag folders and all the tags inside of that folders. Mas madali nyo na siyang mahanap when you are creating your projects with the large amount of the tags inside the tags panel. The second one is the live components. Okay, let me show you my screen first. Let's wait for a bit. So I'm very excited with this one since this will help you guys to improve more your components inside the 3D warehouse. So how does it work? So live components will actually components where you can configure it live directly inside the 3D warehouse. So when we say live, it requires the internet connectivity so you can configure it inside your models or inside the SketchUp rather. So I will show you guys how to use it or how to use this one. Let me share my screen again. So here, when you download the live components, you can actually right click on it, configure live components, and there's a window pop up where you can adjust the components. Let's wait for a while. Since, come on guys, we're in the Philippines. So as you can see, I adjust the sliders inside of it, and it will go directly inside your SketchUp or inside the components. Let's adjust the door rough, the door position, and that's why it can manage or save time using the components or the live components. So last but not the least is the Predesign. So what is Predesign? So Predesign is a web-based app that you can use. It will go it will take the project location and it assess the average climate data for that location. It will provide as well the suggestions to you, like what windows type to use, what types of shading to use, or what types of shading solution to use, or how you can utilize or maximize your outside spaces, your top lighting, as well as the architectural response to your project. Imagine that, guys, you are Mario. So we all love Mario, right? So you are Mario that embarking to your new model and have no idea yet on your strategies. So Predesign will be the fire flower that you will acquire inside the SketchUp. So imagine you are Mario, then makuha niyo yung fire flower. After that, you are now ready, or you are well equipped that you know how to start your model. You have the suggestions, you have the ideas on how to jump right into your model. So pre-design will affect all the ecosystem inside the SketchUp. So if you are decided to use the pre-design and go directly to 3D warehouse and find the components of strategies before starting your drawing. Or you can go directly to SketchUp before creating your models to get insight on how to start your projects or your design. You can also generate report from the pre-design into the layout. So last is the which SketchUp users get access to Redesign. So this will be your battle card, guys, especially if you are perpetual license users of the SketchUp. I'm sorry to tell you that you don't have access for the Redesign, but we will discuss later on how you get access for it, or how will you get access to it by subscribing to SketchUp. So luckily for those subscription users, you can now use Predesign anytime or anywhere you want when creating your models. So now this will be the user interface of the Predesign. There's a welcome to Predesign, or the welcome window, which you will see at the first start of the Predesign. The next thing you will see is the demonstration study walkthroughs. So there's a available demo inside of the Predesign, which you can study before jumping right into your project. There's also a guides inside of it, tours that you can follow. Marami siyang instructions sa loob na I'm for sure that you will not be confused by using the Predesign. There's actually a tooltips inside of it na magagamit nyo, especially when you are wondering what this is used for, or kung ano nga ba yung much better respond for these models or for this climate. You just have to explore, guys, na mas maintindihan natin or mas mapapadali sa inyo na parang new friendly lang siya. Mas maintindihan natin kung paano gamitin agad sa pre-design. So if you from this one, if you're guys wondering where we get the climate source, we will get it from climate.onebuilding.org that you can use, especially from that weather data source. If you guys is not comfortable from that, we also have and you also have the self-weather data source. I encourage you guys to send it to us maybe in the future, na magamit natin yon, or ilagay din natin yon inside the pre-design para mas accurate for you guys yung pre-design at mas accurate yung maibibigay ng climate data source for you. So there's actually an enough support widget inside of it. So what this it is a widget that we can use to file a bug report, or if you guys have getting started, if you guys need instructions, there's an enough widget that you can utilize or use inside the pre-design. So as you can see from the troubleshooting, you can file a bug report, or you can submit ticket for it if you are experiencing a trouble inside the pre-design. So the next is the help us improve. What does it do is you can submit as suggestions or any feature requests that you guys might wondering or might thinking that can benefit the pre-design as well. So the last thing is you need help regarding the pre-design. We created the website for this one where you can read if you have need the tips or help regarding the pre-design. Just go directly into the help.sketchup.com. So I will show you guys directly how does this pre-design works. So let me share you my screen. Here you go. So like I said earlier, these are the demos available inside the pre-design. So what you're gonna do is just to create a new study and pick pick your desired projects, or if you're building an office, school, or residential, and type the unique name. Let's say WSI, click continue, and enter your desired location. From there, Metropolitan of Makati, and you will now see this map, and just click on continue. Uh, Wait. Ayaw. Just go click continue and just create study. Now you can see your study inside the Predesign. Just click it and it will give you the 6 different architectural response, or the strategies that you may use inside your models. The first thing is the season. So seasons average climate data on the season page. So since we are here in the Philippines, alam naman natin na mainit and tag-ulan, we only have 2 season available, which is the dry season and the wet season. So this is very accurate na binibigay niyo pre-design. It depends on the location that you entered. So like this one is the dry season, wet season, and up to December 20, the wet season. If you guys are not familiar on the Fahrenheit, or if you are comfortable to use Celsius, you can also change the unit here by clicking this gear button. And from the units, you can go to metric, save changes, and it will go directly into Celsius. So the next thing is the architectural response. So what does it take? What does it do? So architectural responses illustrates 4 different scenarios and tells you how often that scenario will occur at that project location. So since we have, or since we are, as I said, here in the Philippines na mainit at tag-ulan, as you can see in the season, so architectural respond from the season, like want to be outside and too hot to be outside. So what it's like, it pleasant or warm but windy. So the best way for that is the take the inside outside, provide shelter from heat, which is the star ratings up to 3 stars. So the next thing is the glazing ratio. So glazing ratio is select each orientation of the building and see 2 of the major negative effects that window will have on that building. So let's wait for a while, since mabagal lang loading, because come on guys, we're on the Philippines. Now here you go. So glazing ratio, select each orientation, as I said, of the building and see 2 of the major negative effects. So we are facing at the south, and the factors affecting glazing ratio is the cold weather leading to heat loss, or detrimental sun leading to heat gain. So amount of overheating sun is 2040 overheating hours per year, and heat loss potential is 0 heating degree days per year. So it will give us the overall recommendation, like focus on strategies that reduce solar gain to maximize the amount of glazing you can use. So it will give you the glazing strategies that you can use, like this one. So optimal versus typical strategies that will give you 90% maximum glazing or 20% maximum glazing. You can also filter all the glazing available that will fit into your models. The next thing is the shading. So what is the shading? So shading each face of the building, and this image shows where the suns will be at certain times of the day, certain times of the year, and it will tell you the effects of the sun inside the building. So imagine that this is inside your building, and it will face directly to the south, to the southwest, west or northwest, and it will suggests there are different kinds of windows or types of shadings that you can use inside of your models. Like this one is the egg rate, which had the 3 stars rating, the automated lines, the bright soleil, and global overhang, which is 2 stars rating. The next one is the top lightning. So top lightning solution different skylight recommendation. So as you can see in my screen, it will frequency 81% of the variable skies. So at these times, it has 10% roof glazing may be needed for good light. So it will give you strategies or ideas that's suitable to different top lighting of or in this climate, like southward facing north, baffle, skylight, or light pipe, which has the 2 stars rating. And for the last one is the outside spaces, or how you can maximize your outside spaces by creating the sunshade, which is effectively 37%, or air movement, which is actively 83%, and the lightning up to 8%. So if you are more into a graphic, this will usability of the outside space across the year. So the green ones, the usable without interventions and usable with all the interventions. You can go scroll down further and you will see the best combinations of 4 interventions that 80%, 86% is effective, or the best combination of 3 interventions, which has the 80% effectivity. So that's it, guys. That's all for the pre-design. Let's go back to our topic. So that's it. That's all the new features of the SketchUp 2021, or our new normal. So what do you guys think of it? If you have any questions, you can type right below or in the chat panel, and we will answer it later after the discussions. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Mr. Clarence. Fantastic presentation. For our attendees, if you have any question, you may send it on the chat box panel, and we will get back during our Q&A portion. Lastly, may I call on Ms. Hazel Escanlar, Product Specialist of Sketchup Philippines, to discuss more about licensing. Ma'am Hazel.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. So, how did you find SketchUp 2021 so far? I hope you guys learned a lot from today. So, we really have some amazing updates this 2021. So, I hope you already grab the newest version we have so you can enjoy the features that we discussed earlier, especially our hero this year is Predesign. So today I'll discuss more about the SketchUp licenses. Just to give you an idea, we are already at 100% subscription. So we are offering these types of licenses in multi-year option. So we have two versions of the commercial licenses. First, we have the Sketchup Pro. Sketchup Pro comes with 1 year term, 2 year term, and 3 year term. So this is really like for professional use. And if you guys need it at your office, it's really cheaper compared to the perpetual license. And then our premium license is what we call SketchUp Studio subscription. This license comes with Sapphira. So it's actually good for industries such as construction, who's using the environmental or measuring your environmental or using environmental features in your design. So there. So for pricing, you can definitely check out our We Sell It or We Sell IT page. And then we also have the education and for training licenses, or we're offering the SketchUp Studio for education, both student and instructor. For instructor use, you just have to send us your ID or any requirements that as a proof that you are a student or an instructor. So this is actually also available on our WeSellIT page, e-commerce site. You can order this from there directly. And also, right, this year we're already offering trainings for Sketchup who really wants to be certified or to get more learnings or to learn more about SketchUp. It's really good to take advantage of. You can get either virtual or a classroom type of class. We have both basic and advanced training. This is in partnership with our accredited training center, EduPro, a certified accredited SketchUp or SketchUp accredited training center in the Philippines. They are actually the first. So with that, since we are already offering trainings, we have license and training bundle, and you can take advantage or get this in much cheaper price. We have bundle pricing as well available for you if you want to check this out. Again, as I mentioned, we can already visit our website www.wesellit.com.ph so that you guys can check the pricing and also the best deals we got there. So, what is our focus this year? Why is it that we, wanted to do this update with you guys? We know that some of you already own a SketchUp license, and it might be as well a perpetual, meaning you have the like a workstation license that is built into your system. So this year is actually great for you because we're offering 60% discount or 60% off if you are going to migrate your perpetual license or classic license to subscription. So this type of promo is open for all customers with active maintenance and support and expired maintenance and support. If you still have a license since 2013, you can still get a discount. It's actually until April 2, 2021. So better enjoy it. You can choose either 1 year or 2 year subscription. So if you are not going to take advantage of that on April, you can still get 40% off after that until December 4, 2021. But for those who still have an active license after April 2, you can still get the 60% off. 40% is just those who have an expired licenses. Actually, the reason why we wanted to encourage everyone to take advantage or to migrate now to subscription is because aside from you can get 60% savings, you can also get the Predesign or more updated version, the Sketchup 2021, and the features like layout and then the tagging, if I'm not mistaken. So you can get the most updated version and features using the SketchUp, using the subscription license. And aside from that, the Trimble Connect for business or the storage capacity you have, instead of getting like the 10 GB for perpetual, you can already have it unlimited with subscription. And the best thing as well is if you are updated or if you have subscription license, your support or technical support will always be available. For perpetual, if you don't have maintenance and support anymore and you're having issues with your SketchUp license, we can no longer support you. So we have a local support available for you. So better subscribe, or if you have an existing license, then better migrate to subscription. So I think that's all for our licensing update, and I hope you guys really enjoyed our webinar today and able to get more updates from us. So please try to email us at sketchupph@wsifield.com.ph. So thank you so much and have a nice afternoon. Thank you, Brian.
From our attendees, you can send your question in our chat panel. And while waiting for others to send their questions, you can answer our feedback form through the link provided in the chat box, or you can scan the QR code presented on your screen. So I think we have question from our attendees. I think this question is for Mr. Clarence. The question is, what is the difference of Sapphira and Predesign?
Wow, thanks for that question. Well, first of all, the goal of Redesign is different to that of Sapphira. So basically, Predesign is a tool used prior to modeling. So the analysis is being performed on the surrounding area you want to build your building on. While on the other hand, Sapphira performs analysis on the model that you have already designed. So to be more specific, guys, Predesign performs weather climate analysis and provide insights to architectural responses to kickstart your design. And Sapphira performs daylight energy heat analysis on the building that you have already modeled. So before you start your model, we encourage you to use a pre-design since that's the goal of pre-design where you can access or you can assess the climate where you can build up your project or your models. While Sapphira is when you are done building your models, it will now analyze the daylight or energy or heat using by your models or your designs.
Thank you, Mr. Clarence. And I think we have another question. I think this question is for Ma'am Hazel. The question is, what is the benefits of switching from perpetual license into subscription license, Ma'am Hazel?
Thank you so much, Brian. So yeah, the benefit of having subscription license versus perpetual is first about the feature. Right now, subscription licenses, if you are subscribed with SketchUp, your support you will be supported locally, is what I mentioned earlier during the presentation. Aside from that, our hero feature pre-design is not going to be included with perpetual licenses that has or which is already expired for maintenance and support. That's why we're really encouraging you, everyone. And if you have an existing perpetual, as we mentioned earlier, you can still save 60% off until April 2. So better subscribe and migrate your license and save more money.
Thank you, Ma'am Hazel. And there's another question from Mr. Efren Lamisola Jr. I think this question is for Ma'am Hazel also. The question is there a promo for freelancers?
Yeah, actually, we're having a promo right now, sir. However, we haven't posted it yet, so we will keep you posted or watch for it. The best thing to do is to please send us a feedback on our feedback form attached or on the link attached here, or scan the QR code, and then we will definitely respond to you regarding the promotions.
There's another question from Efren Lamisola. The question is pricing for training.
We already have pricing for training, but then again, please do sign up for our or either answer our feedback form, and from there we will respond to you, especially with the pricing of our training for SketchUp.
I think we have another question from our one of the attendees. The question is for Mr. Clarence. For pre-design, where do you get the weather data source, Mr. Clarence?
Oh yeah, we get it from the climate that one building that or just as I mentioned earlier. But I encourage you guys to submit if you have any comfortable website that you can use when you are analyzing the climate. That will help your projects, as well as, since Predesign is a new web based application from the Sketchup, so it is like a beta version of it. So we might as well accept all your suggestions inside the in-app widget, where you can submit all the your um your weather data source, if you have one in your mind.
Also, reminder again to everyone to please answer our feedback form through the link provided in the chat box, or you can scan the QR code presented on your screen. And I think we have another question from our one of the attendee. The question is for Ma'am Hazel. What is the difference between SketchUp Pro and SketchUp Pro students?
Okay, actually, yeah, that's a good question. There are two types of licenses for commercial, as I presented earlier. We have both SketchUp Pro, which is normally our standard license, and the SketchUp Studio, right? But what is the difference between the Studio commercial, or the Pro, and the student Studio? So basically, the first thing or feature that we don't have in SketchUp Pro is Sapphira. Sapphira is actually included in the SketchUp Studio for Education, where you guys, if you're a student, you can explore it. And of course, it's a more like a premium license that you get more features aside from Sapphira. But basically, that's the main difference of SketchUp Studio for Student versus the SketchUp Pro.
Thank you, Ma'am Hazel. I think there's another question from Miss Janelle Wong. After the webinar later on, are we free to have an e-certificate?
With the e-certificate, actually, we don't provide, because this is not a training. We're just giving you guys an overview, especially on the SketchUp 2021 features and updates. However, if you want to have a certificate for attendance, then we can already, you can reach out through signing in our feedback form. But if you wanted to be certified with SketchUp, I really urge you to go with our or sign up with our SketchUp training, and from there we will be able to accommodate you more with SketchUp.
If you have any question, please type in the chat panel. And now, I would like to call on Miss Hazel Escalar again for the closing remarks. Ma'am Hazel.
All right. So, hi everyone. Once again, I'm Hazel and Escanlar. I'm the product specialist. So, guys, we really wanted to say thank you so much for attending this webinar today. I hope that you learned a lot from our new features of SketchUp 2021. And watch out as well for our other webinars will be coming this few months. So anyway, thank you so much, everyone, and see you on our next webinar. So, Brian. Oh, by the way, we would like to also let you know, guys, that SketchUp Philippines has an online or an e-commerce site where you can purchase SketchUp already. So kindly go to or visit our page, wordtext.com.ph/products for SketchUp, where you can learn more about our products. And then next is our Facebook page. Please follow us on Facebook page, because we are always posting all of our updates and also promotions in our Facebook page. And then also, lastly, where are you going to purchase SketchUp?
it will be through our e-commerce site again. It's www.wesellit.ph forward slash sketchup dash 2021. So please guys, if you wanted to explore 2020 the 2021 version, the pre-design, you must already get the SketchUp 2021 to our through our e-commerce site. So thank you so much again everyone, and I hope you enjoyed our webinar today. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Ma'am Hazel. I think that's it for today. Thank you, Sir Oliver, Mr. Clarence, and Miss Hazel for your time and for sharing your expertise. And for our attendees, we hope you enjoyed this session and thank you for attending this webinar. Don't forget to leave your feedback at go.wsi.com.ph/hhzj hyphen. Till next time, thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Salamat po. Asan yung buta? Ang sinabutanganan ang ban ang PP major na eh. Okay. Butangan mo sa loob. Balik ka ha.